In the ancient world, salt was so valuable that Roman soldiers were sometimes paid with it. In fact, the word salary comes from sal, the Latin word for salt. Salt preserved food, prevented decay, and made long journeys possible. Without salt, entire communities could not survive. Something so small held the power to protect life. Jesus knew exactly what he was saying when he looked at his disciples and said, "You are the salt of the earth," he was telling them. Your presence is meant to preserve life. He did not say, "Try to become or you should be." He says you are. This means it is a visible reality. To follow Christ is to carry his presence into the world so clearly that others can feel its effect. Light and salt never exist for themselves. They exist to change what they touch. In the same way, the Christian life is meant to leave an imprint on the world. Light and salt are not about public display or self-promotion. They flow from a humble and faithful heart. The light we carry is not our own brilliance, it is Christ living in us. When our lives reflect His mercy, truth, and love, darkness begins to lose its hold on those around us. People may not understand theology, but they understand kindness, integrity, and compassion. Through these, they encounter Christ. Light has one clear purpose: to drive away darkness. Darkness cannot argue with light. It disappears when light is present. In the same way, Christians are called to bring hope where there is despair, truth where there is confusion, and love where there is bitterness. Our light must clear a path for others to walk toward Christ. When people see forgiveness where hatred once lived, courage where fear ruled, and peace in the middle of trials, they begin to ask, what makes this possible? That question opens the door to faith. Jesus also says that light is not meant to be hidden. A lamp placed under a basket serves no one. Faith kept only in private loses its missionary power. Christians preach best when their lives speak before their words. Our choices, our honesty, and our willingness to stand for what is right point others toward God. Salt, like light, stands out by its effect. Jesus warns that salt which loses its taste is useless. Salt preserves, flavors, heals, and enriches. Each of these qualities speaks directly to the Christian vocation. Salt preserves food from decay. In a world where moral values easily erode, Christians are called to preserve what is good, just, and life-giving. By standing firm in truth, by refusing to normalize wrongdoing, and by living with integrity, we slow the spread of spiritual decay. This often requires courage, because preservation sometimes means resisting popular opinions. Yet silence in the face of evil allows decay to spread. Salt also enhances flavor. Food without salt is tasteless. In the same way, faith gives depth and meaning to human life. Christians are called to bring joy, warmth, and meaning into relationships. Our presence should make life lighter, not heavier. When faith is lived with joy rather than bitterness, people are drawn to it. A Christian who lives with hope, even in difficulty, makes Christ attractive. Salt has medicinal value. It cleans wounds, prevents infection, and promotes healing. Applied to the Christian life, this means being instruments of healing in a wounded world. Through patience, forgiveness, and compassion, Christians help cleanse the wounds of rejection, injustice, and loneliness. This kind of healing can sting at first, but they lead to restoration. Salt is also used in agriculture to improve soil conditions. It helps restore balance so that growth can occur. Christians, in the same way, are called to create environments where goodness can grow. In families, workplaces, and communities, we should help shape a climate of respect, fairness, and care. Where Christians live their faith sincerely, seeds of hope take root. The First 58, 7-10 connects directly with this gospel. God tells his people that true worship is not empty ritual, but care for the hungry, the homeless, and the afflicted. When we live this way, Isaiah says, "Then your light shall break forth like the dawn. Light shines most brightly." When love is lived practically, faith that does not touch human suffering remains hidden. For us today, this Sunday is a call to examination and renewal. Do people experience Christ through us? Does our presence bring clarity or confusion, healing or harm, hope or discouragement? Light and salt are noticed by their imparts. A Christian who imparts life cannot go unnoticed. Just as light cannot be hidden and salt cannot be tasteless. As we continue our journey in ordinary time, Jesus reminds us of who we already are. We are light meant to guide and salt meant to preserve, heal, and enrich. May we never lose our taste, and may our light never be dimmed. And through our lives, may others come to see, to taste, and to follow Christ, who is the true light of the world.